Yo guys, what's good? My name is Miles, back with another video. Today, you guys read the title. We're back talking about how detachment will lead you to exponential growth and how focusing on your outcomes is only ever going to lead you to not even linear progress. Focusing on your outcomes is really only going to ever lead you into a cycle. Hope you guys like my drawing. Now let's get into it. Fuck. God damn it. First thing I want to start off with is a basic law of the universe. Not even law of the universe, but something so simple it sounds dumb when I even say it. Thinking is all that you ever perceive. And what I mean by this is to simply acknowledge the fact that every thought, every action, everything that you've ever experienced, your entire life, your entire existence, is all computed through your brain. Every single little thing. I'm going to switch colors for this. But this just means at its core that everything starts internally and then moves to external, this is just simply a natural law of the universe. Everything that you experience outside of yourself first existed inside, which this marker, this whiteboard, my closet, these jackets, like for example, this hoodie, somebody had to think about it, design it, send it to a manufacturer, and then it came back in physical form. And this internal and external can also be noted as cause and effect. Because everything external had to come from something internal, and every effect in this world has a cause. This world is simple, cause and effect. And let's build on this. While growing up, every teacher, parent, brotherly or sisterly figure, what do they tell you when you're going out of control, when you can't control yourself? What do they tell you when you're getting stressed, when you're thinking too much about what's going on? What does everybody tell you? They say that you can only control yourself. So that means that your internal is also the only thing you can control. If everything that you perceive is first a thought and is first internal, and the only thing that you can control is your thoughts and yourself, therefore your internal is control and the external would be chaos. The opposite. And if thinking is all we ever perceive, internal only leads to external, and the things we control can only lead to chaos, it becomes very clear that by focusing on the external, you will be lost in a repeating cycle. And we'll circle back to this. So let's put a hold on this real quick and let's talk about manifestation. Because there's a lot of juju around this word manifestation like it's some sort of superpower. But before I get too caught up going into manifestation, I'm just going to write a small note up here that negative thoughts don't serve you. If you take nothing else away from this video, it doesn't matter how much I talk about internal, external, manifestation, whatever it is, this simple principle will save you time with all of this. Negative thoughts don't serve you. What benefit does it give you to think, just because this is all very simple. I don't want to get too convoluted. If thinking is all you ever perceive, if you can only ever think your thoughts, how does something negative ever serve you? How is thinking something negative going to lead to something positive? If this world is cause and effect, if you think something negative, you'll get something negative. So just stop. Just stop this altogether. Back to manifestation. What is it? Manifestation is simply directing your thoughts and energy where you want to go. Directing your thoughts and energy where you want to go. What does that mean? This means, believe it or not, you're already manifesting right now. Doesn't matter how much you think about it, you're already manifesting right now. Because simply, if everything is cause and effect, everything you do either moves the needle towards your goals or away from your goals, if you have any goals at all. So every single thing you do in this world moves you towards something and away from something else. And manifestation is just the manipulation of the cause. This internal, this cause, what you can control, manifestation is simply the manipulation of that. Because even if you're not paying attention to what goes on in the internal, it's still going to create an external. You're just not in control of it. Manifestation is as simple as realizing, where do I want to go? And now I will align. Oops, spelled that wrong. And now I will align. Because honestly, all of us just want something external if we're honest. All of our goals technically are all external. But what did I already say is that focusing on the external is going to leave us lost and in a repeating cycle. So how do we fix that? We use manifestation to manipulate and control our internal. Too easy, right? But how do I do it? Because most people have it all wrong. Most people think about what they have and then do actions, and they try to do things to get what they want. But what's the problem with this? Now there's two main types of people that haven't thought about manifestation yet. The first one thinks in this exact order, and they think about everything that they have right now. So let's just take a step back to, and I'm going to keep going back to, everything is all in your head. Thinking is all that you perceive. So if you think only about what you have, you can never get anything else. But if you only think about what you have, it will never change. Never change. You will stay in this loop forever, because as you focus all your energy on this external, your internal becomes that. So you can only go in a circle. Now, a lot of people break out of this cycle early by doing this. They think about what they want. And these people think about what they want, and they do what they need to get there, thus giving us linear progress. But still, you are still focusing on the external values. You are still not controlling the root of what this world is. And using this method, you'll get some progress. You'll start to see what you want, go down, and then go back up. You'll make higher highs, higher lows, and you'll make progress. But the major downfall of this way of thinking is that before you get what you want, while you are doing the things that you need to do, you are simply waiting and watching the external. Before it has changed, you are waiting for an external to come to you. But then how do we break out from this? How do we turn from this into this? It is by understanding that if everything comes from your mind and everything is first thought, that means anything is possible from your mind. You have to realize that simply thinking about it means that you already have it. And that all that you need to do is to do. Because if you already have everything you want, all you have to do is do the work. And you don't need to wait for an outcome. There's no outcome to wait for. You don't have to watch for what you want because you already have it. Because at its core, if you practiced, if you grew up exactly like LeBron James in the same place and practiced on the same days as LeBron James and did everything the same as LeBron James, you would be LeBron James. And I know it sounds funny or dumb when I say it like that, but that's the truth. If you did everything the same as me, you would be standing right in this closet writing on this whiteboard. And if I did everything the same as you, I would be watching this YouTube video just like you. And when you realize this, simply doing gives you a positive feedback loop. Then this becomes your cycle. You align with something, you already know that you have it, you're in your brain, you have it, you do the things, and then you don't need to wait for any external, and you simply think of the next thing. Hold on, let me erase this. Because a lot of people think that you think something, you do it, and then you have it. And way too many people focus their energy on what they have. And if you focus on what you already have, your subconscious is simply just going to replicate what you did to be right back where you are. And when you realize, by the time that you reach any goal that you set in life, you're already going to have another goal. So if you just realize that this have isn't as important as you think, because once you have it, you're already going to want something else. So just focus on thinking and doing. Yeah, I'm running out of whiteboard space now, but I really just want to end this video off with everything that you do, whether you like it or not, whether you follow this advice or not, whether you listen to a single thing I said or not, everything that you do is going to lead you towards or away from your goals. Every action, every thought moves the needle in some way. And we already talked about how negative thoughts don't serve you. So refine your internal, refine your causes, refine the things that you can control, and realize that everything external comes from something internal and not the other way around. You need to comprehend that focusing on anything external is simply just a waste of time. So stop wasting your time. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all for watching this video. Leave it a like if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't like it. Click these other videos if you want to see my face. And this one up here if you want to see me lose all my money. Bye-bye.